I hold in my hands my lucky penny. It's a penny that's been with me for a very long time through some of my luckiest and most monumental achievements. You can always tell which one it is because it's 2016. This isn't my lucky penny. I think I lost my lucky penny. Alright, I see the word here, finish. Finish makes me think of the triathlon I once did just maybe 4 or 5 years ago and how determined I was to finish it. I woke up that morning feeling kind of weird, a little bit nauseous, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to finish it anyway. I'm just going to get through it and I can deal with my illness after. So I did the swim, then I did the bike. We swam a half-mile, biked 15 miles, and I got about halfway through the 3-mile run when I realized that I was going to see my breakfast again. And into some raspberry bushes it went. But then I got up and I finished. So, had to take a throw-up break during my triathlon, but other than that, I think I did pretty well with it. Final word is insane. And insane is a word that makes me think of just insane people. I often think of myself as a little bit insane, and I think everybody has a bit of insanity in them. I think it's just a matter of controlling that insanity that makes us all people that can be around others. I think everybody has these thoughts, these impulses, but it's a matter of controlling them. And I think that, to be a successful comedian, you have to be a little insane. And I'm not necessarily saying that I'm a successful comedian yet. I'm not a successful comedian yet. But I'm trying to use a combination of intelligence and insanity to become a comedian. Alright guys, so like I said at the top of the show, today I'm doing 3 burgers. May is National Burger Month, and so I took the 3 states in which I have lived, Oregon, Washington, and Kansas, and I made a burger with those places in mind. I took foods that don't necessarily match each other, but are regional to that state, and made a burger for each one. Starting with Oregon, where I was born, and going up to Washington, where I grew up, and to Kansas, where I live now, I made a burger for each of those regions. And if this goes well, I'll probably do it again, based on various countries or something. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, so my first burger represents the state of Oregon. I was born in the town of Tillamook, Oregon, a lovely pastoral town on the coast, and known for its cheese and dairy. But other things that Oregon are known for, in Tillamook and other places along the coast, you can find crab. This is actually a king crab. I couldn't find any Dungeness, but that's what they have out there. And Oregon is also known for Marionberry. So, picked up some Marionberry. So I have Marionberry, crab, and 2 slices of delicious Tillamook cheddar cheese. This really is Tillamook cheddar cheese. Love this stuff. I'm going to make a burger using these things. So first, the Marionberry jam is the sauce. Every burger has to have sauce. There we go. Alright, next, 2 slices of cheddar cheese. Finally, I'm going to add some crab here. Been a while since I've had crab, since I've been living in Kansas. But should still be able to get to the meat. There we go. It's a problem living in Kansas. I don't really have any, I don't eat crab a lot, so I don't have any tools for it. So this burger, as you saw, Marionberry jam, a big fruit in Oregon, cheddar, Tillamook cheddar cheese, and pieces of crab. See how it tastes. The crab isn't as strong as you'd think. Should probably have added more. Or bought more. It's not bad though. I just found a bunch more meat in this middle part of the crab, where the legs were attached to. But I need to save room for other burgers. This wasn't bad. Marionberry jelly. I'd probably do it without that. Maybe just throw some mustard and ketchup and mayonnaise, whatever you like on there. But cheddar cheese, crab, not bad on a burger. The next place that I'm going to base a burger on is the state of Washington. So for this one, first of all, for Oregon we used Marionberry jam as the sauce, as it were. In Washington, red raspberries are a very common thing to see, so I'm using that kind of jam. Now, I didn't think the jam really did much for the burger, for the Oregon burger, but who knows, maybe it'll be different for this one. And you know what, I'd already decided this before I did the Oregon one, so I'm doing it anyway. One thing that you'll find in Washington, in certain parts of the state, in the rivers, you'll find salmon. So there's a slab of salmon for my burger. Another thing that Washington is famous for is in the lovely town of Walla Walla, they grow very tasty onions. So I'm putting some sauteed onions on there. I can't handle raw onions. It's just, I mean, as much as I think it would be entertaining for me to be grossed out on this, I really am trying to do you all a service and find a really great burger style here. And finally, the thing that Washington is perhaps most famous for is apples. So I have 2 apple slices here. I'm going to place these on there. And here we go. I always do my burgers like this, where you have most of the fillings at the bottom and then the patty on top. That way you can taste the stuff that goes in it. So here we go. This is for you, Washington. Nope. Nope. Walla Walla, there are a lot of good things you have. You have a great symphony orchestra. I hear you have great wine. I just don't like onions. This might actually work if it wasn't for the onions. For me, anyway. Maybe for some of you, if you like onions, this actually could work. But the apples are crisp. It's good. Salmon's good. Burger's good. The raspberry jam isn't actually that bad, but the onions, no. So there's Washington for you. Now we're going to move on to another burger. For my final burger, I'm making a burger that represents Kansas. This is the lovely state of Kansas where I've chosen to live and where I work and where I do all my things. So for this one, I live in the Kansas City area, so I have some pulled pork and some barbecue sauce. And I have some roasted sunflower kernels. Some sunflower seeds, because Kansas is a place where a lot of sunflowers are grown. It's the official state flower as well. So let's make this happen. So we'll just see how it turns out. Mash it down, and here we go. And it tastes about like you'd expect. At first I thought the sunflower seeds would be a mistake. I don't think they ruin it. I don't think they really add much to it, but they don't really ruin it either. Tastes like a burger with pulled pork and lots of barbecue sauce. So if you're a barbecue fan, and specifically a Kansas City style barbecue fan, then this is definitely a burger you should try. Got a lot of pulled pork, got a beef patty, barbecue sauce, bun. Can't go wrong. Alright, so that's the end of that. I kind of assumed that I would find those more disgusting than I did. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Check out our website, rampantcomedy.com. Have a great Monday and have a great week.